guys, I wanted to do a video for you today celebrating Michael Jackson. As you know, June 25th is the day that he passed away, and I wanted to basically celebrate his life because I got some really cool things remembering him for my birthday, and one of them was this t-shirt. It's got an image of him from about 1993, I would say, or the Bad album. The Bad album is one of my favorites, but I love all his music, and I always knew he wasn't guilty of the things he was being accused of when he was on trial because I could see in his energy or his aura that he was innocent. Anyone that has committed any crime against children or any sexual crime, their aura literally has holes in it. So their aura looks kind of like Swiss cheese. And what happens is usually somebody has done something bad to them where that innocence has been taken away. So it creates a hole in the energy field. And then they spend their time trying to fill that hole up again by taking it from someone else or doing things in hopes of filling that up so they won't have those empty gaps within their energy. That's kind of how I've come to understand it. Anyway, he didn't have any holes or any energetic indication in his energy that he committed any crime like that. So I knew beyond all doubt that he was not guilty, and I used to skip classes and skip school just so I could watch the trial because I absolutely adored him. I thought he was a genius musician. I know he did a lot to distort his physical appearance, but that was because of really low self-esteem with regards to how he looked, and he also began liking the way that he looked with plastic surgery because he was so opposed to his natural appearance. Anyway, I've always been a huge fan, and even though I haven't I didn't have the honor of meeting him in person when he was alive, I've been blessed to connect with him several times since his passing. But one of the other things that I got for my birthday was this amazing book by Life magazine, and it's basically a celebration of his life. And then I got this awesome photograph also for my birthday. It was on my wish list on Amazon, so I'm going to get a really nice frame for that. And this picture, I believe, is around 1995, I would say, or around the time of the Dangerous album. Anyway, I love this picture. So that's going to be framed and definitely go up. But in this Lifetime book, there are awesome pictures starting from when he was first discovered and went to Motown. So I'll just share some of them with you. I love this one. This is their house. In Indiana. And there's a family photo. And then the book goes on and basically follows his career. I love this picture too. They're at the beach in California. So this book is definitely something I will cherish always, and I love it. This is a teenage picture. I think he was such a cute, handsome young man, but this is around the time he really started struggling with his physical appearance because his dad would make fun of the way he looked and the fact that he struggled with acne breakouts, which is really sad. But one of the first encounters I had with him after his passing, I actually was on a cruise ship, and they did a dance night that was Michael Jackson themed. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye on the dance floor on the cruise ship, I saw him dancing, and I thought that I was losing my mind because I was like, how could this be on a cruise ship, like just dancing because they're celebrating him? And it just seemed crazy to me. But then I asked for a sign to prove that it was really happening and not my imagination. And right as I said that, I actually told my friend who was with me on the cruise. And right as I told her, the DJ's music started skipping like crazy every song. And he was like, what the heck is going on? None of the music would play. And I could literally hear like laughing, like Michael Jackson laughing. And I was like, this is crazy. And then my friend's going, what's going on? What's going on? I was like, he's laughing. And then I said, okay, give us one more sign. And I heard in my head, or I guess like auditorily, but kind of in my mind, the next song that will play, okay, will be Thriller. Then Thriller came on and the equipment stopped skipping and the poor DJ was like, what on earth is happening? So that was the first encounter. Then I was going to see This Is It, the movie that they made of the last rehearsals and stuff when he was preparing for his last concert. And we went to a 12 o'clock showing, so it would be like pretty much an empty theater. And my friend asked me to like call him in so we could all be dancing as we're watching This Is It. So I totally did. And he was with us as we were watching. And we went to the 12 o'clock show on a weekday. So there was barely anyone there except myself, my friends, and Michael. And as we were getting ready to go to the movie theater, my friend wanted to stop somewhere and get candy because it was cheaper than buying candy at the concession stand. So we actually stopped at a Best Buy because she had something else she needed to get, and they have candy there. So we went into the Best Buy, and my friend was like, is Michael Jackson really going to be there? And I was like, yes, he told me he's really going to be there. So she said, okay, I need a really concrete sign that he's going to be there. As soon as she said that, this whole display in Best Buy of the This Is It DVDs from his concert, or from the movie that, it was the CDs of the movie that we were going to go see. The whole display fell down like a domino effect as we were standing in line to pay for what we got at Best Buy. Another thing that happened, I was chilling in my bed one night watching TV, and all of a sudden he just popped up in my room, started talking to me, and told me I was a really good songwriter and that I would go on to write songs. And this is way before I started selling any songs that I wrote or anything. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, why did you come to me? And he's like, because you're humble and you're a big fan. And I was actually really into psychics when I was alive, and I used to get readings pretty regularly and listen to what they would say. So I've always been open to it. And he actually knew indirectly one of my teachers that I've worked with. So that's how he found out about me. But anyway, that same night that he came to my house and was just like in my room as I'm watching TV, he told me to turn the TV off. So I turned the TV off. And then he said, take a picture. And I said, take a picture of what? He goes, take a picture of your TV screen with it off. So I did. From my bed, I took a picture of the TV. And what was crazy is, as I said, the TV was turned off. But when you looked at the picture, you could see an outline of like a shadow in the TV screen that looked like Michael Jackson with a fedora hat on. And I posted those pictures, I believe it was on Instagram, and I said, who do you see in this picture? And several people said, oh my God, it looks like a shadow of Michael Jackson on the TV, like on the screen that was just off. So those are some of the encounters that I've had with him. And I took some time, and on Facebook I asked my friends basically, what's your favorite Michael Jackson song and why? And there was all sorts of answers, but a lot of people said Heal the World because that's a song that we really need right now. A lot of people said Thriller because of the whole zombie thing that's gotten popular over the recent years. A lot of people said Beat It just because Michael had such an awesome dance routine for that song. My favorite song, one of them, is Black or White. I also love Man in the Mirror, although he didn't actually write that song. I love that song. I love Hold Your Hand by him and Akon that was made after his passing. And I really love the album Escape that was put together after his passing. I love Dangerous. I love Blood on the Dance Floor. I love the Bad album. I love like every album that he ever did. Invincible. Pretty much everything. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these things that I got, and I hope on June 25th you'll listen to his music and remember him for all the genius music that he gave this world and all of the effort he made to try to make the world a better place through his music. And I love you, MJ, and I love all of you, and until next time, love, light, and blessings. Bye!